programs for the school?
Yeah, I think it should be like we should have some like improv classes here, drama, or something like that. Since we don't have any sports or nothing of that sort, like get some drama, some improv. It'd be fun.
Oh, like some comedy?
Second City, yes. Something like Second
I
City.
think we should do like a hybrid class, like one class that deals with all the majors. Because we all end up working together at some point, except for maybe culinary students, but we all end up working together at some point.
With all the majors.
Yeah,
Collaboration
like collaboration
like
class.
like us as the designers, we would need the film students or the photography students, like for our portfolios for senior. How come they can't match us up or have, classes where we warm up to each other, introducing each other and what we do so we can help each other and collaborate on different projects. Like I was saying for the senior portfolio, we would have a photographer, somebody out of photography class to help us network. I think that would be awesome as well. Like what you just did the project, right? You talk.
Yeah.
Like all our class, cause all our classes, when you're in your major classes, y'all all pretty much separated. Like, you don't, if you're an audio student, when you in straight core classes, you don't really see too many film and fashion and what's called students. And then on top of that, our campus is divided.
Yeah.
That's the dumbest thing I ever thought possible. Sorry, because like half the students are over here, and it's like all fashion, like a few photography, fashion marketing, like if anything dealing with fashion is on this side, then like they just stick everybody else over there. Like they don't like it's like, oh, you guys don't matter. Or because like when you're a senior in audio, you have to come way over here just to even work in that lab. Like I feel like the whole school should be one anyway, and then like have like just a little class to let everybody get to know everybody, work together, like. Well, you actually have a project like a group of us say like this would have to put together a show or whatever. So you have to use the audio student. You still have to use the culinary student for like the pre-show, like on games or something like that, and then like the fashion student to put on the costumes and all that other stuff. Like big cohesive class.
Yeah, and since Miss Amy teaches group dynamics.
Group dynamics, huh?
So, she would probably suggest it to the school, or she could probably run that part of the project where a fashion design student would have to, like, a garment that they have either made already or they would like to make, pair them up with, like, have that as a group, pair them up with a photography student to take pictures of their garments, whether they want to make it for whatever, their Facebook to sell or Etsy if they want to just have a nice, like if they, right, like Etsy is places where you handmade things or stuff like that and you sell it. But I understand what you're saying. I feel like there should be a class like that to get us more closer with networking, and we don't, because we're all our resources are right here really with each other.
True.
And it's like, why should we have to, we all going to graduate, we all need to do our portfolios. So why can't the photography student, that would help build their portfolio. They would help, we need pictures of garments that we made or whatever the case may be. It's helping build our portfolio as well, when we get out in the industry. But I don't understand why they don't have any classes like that, because that would help out a lot.
What you think,
I don't know. I don't really have that that problem because film incorporates all your ranges. I might need somebody for to do a poster. I might need somebody for wardrobe like that. So it's not kind of works together. But I don't know.
That's why a class like that would be great. Like,
yeah.
You wouldn't have to go look.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like right there at your fingertips.
Yeah, because otherwise, unless we really talk in classes like this, then we get to talk with each other and find out. Because otherwise, in the gen ed classes, people are, if you're a sociable person, you might turn around and talk or whatever, or if the teacher has you to do that introduction thing. But otherwise, we really just on our own. Did you do your homework? It's oh, what project are you working on today? Did you do any? We usually just focused on getting a project done in your gen ed classes. So I think that would be kind of cool. Mackenzie, what do you think? Since you're about to graduate.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we have portfolio classes, so I think it's good that we work together.
Have you did any like photography? Like, have you had any garments? Like, have you been looking for like a photographer or anybody to take pictures of your garments? And,
I don't know. I mean, kind of, but I do it on my own.
okay.
Yeah.
You take your own pictures for it?
Well, like,
No, like I'm
yeah.
asking.
Well, I mean, because I do children's wear, and then so like I have to get like kids models and stuff.
Props and
But I mean, I know I worked in like the fashion show and stuff, so they have models, and then they like. I mean, I keep in contact with them, so we work together. But that's like outside of school. I don't know. I guess I do it on my own. But it'd be good to
It would be
have
easier
something
you had
like
the
if
kid
everyone
models and
had
the photographer
those
there.
resources and stuff.
yeah. That's cool. The topic is what kind of class could AI make or come up with? And we were discussing that if they had like a class like this, like group dynamics, where the different majors would come together on a project that would help everyone out to like build their portfolios or to network with each other during school and after to build the relationships.
Well, I think, I don't know what class necessarily, but I think if there were other classes where the majors work together, like you said, other than gen eds, then it helped everyone out because, well, I don't really know anybody in any other majors. I really know people in my own major.
What is your major?
Interior design.
So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the sleeper major. I be forgetting about that.
Yeah.
they stay all the way on the other side of the building.
Yeah, I think if like we work together, then it benefit us.
Yeah, like photography.
Mm-hmm.
If you know a photographer.
Well, we are like for our portfolios.
Right. Yeah, and it seems like they would have those type of classes at the beginning, and then you have to take it again. Like, not just wait to the end
Right.
when it's time for us to graduate, and then you want, you know what I mean? If we build that rapport and connection with each other all the way through, it would benefit all of us all the time.
Perfect teacher's assistant. Just saying.
So I just think that would be beautiful because that would bridge a lot of networking and make life easier for a lot of us.
And we can go to each other for help.
Yeah, right. You know, you building a model. I need to get a picture or
What about your photography? So I'm guessing you know photo.
He's film.
Oh, your film. Do
Right.
you know like Photoshop and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we use Photoshop, but I'm not. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just, you know.
Right, and sometimes you learn from your peers better. You know what I mean? And that builds relationships. Because who knows? He might need to shoot a certain type of scene, and he might want certain type of angles, and
Staging.
you could
Right.
You know what I mean? And that would be awesome. So I think we all need to get each other numbers in the class
Actually, I read.
and pressurize Miss Amy and make her do this. We can be the class that develops this class.
I
How about
read-
that?
Perfect teacher's assistant. That's all I'm gonna say. Seeing that our school don't have those.
I read an article somewhere, and there was some class in California, and where all the groups worked together, and it was making like a movie or something. So the film, they obviously filmed the thing. Then like interior design stage, then fashion did the outfits and makeup and so on and so forth. So that seemed really cool. It was like a whole year though, the class.
Right, because
that's
I forget where it was. It was really, it sounded cool.
it would be almost like an interning with each other.
Right.
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
Yeah.
Before your actual intern, it's like, okay,
Right.
I mean, go help, blah, 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 you know, do this, or he needs some, Neil needs me to go to the thrift store, we're gonna go thrifting, get his
Right.
little costumes together.
Well, it'd be cool because
Awesome.
I've never for interior design, we haven't, like, we've done projects, but we've never seen the actual outcome. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, I've never, well, like we do it on paper and computers, like, fashion, like, they make, like, outfit. I've never seen, like,
It live, where
Right.
things come to life.
right.
It's still there.
I think it's interesting, like how at our school
That's,
Is that?
we don't incorporate all performing arts in the first place. Like you were saying earlier about like the acting classes and something like that. Like we're a performing arts school. That would make it so much easier for a lot of people to actually work like in their major. Because I came from a school where we had a whole little theater department, and I was an audio student over there. I did all the audio tech at the school for the theater in the theater company all the time. I loved it. It was fun. I even got to perform a couple times. I didn't even know I could act.
but that would be good because that would go with all of our majors again if we had something like that. You have costume,
And then we in like the
audio, filming.
one of the second largest market for like theaters in the United States is here. We right down the street. I don't see why like none of us get like. I don't see why they don't like work to incorporate that into it.
I think it's part of like you have to show initiative to like, because in the real world you're gonna have to go seek out actors and like stuff like that. So it's like kind of pre-preparation and like
True.
different stuff. It's like people will fall through and you want to be like prepared for that.
But I guess in the beginning they should have that for us. You see what I'm saying? Like when you're close to the end, it's like I understand what you're saying. Like you should know better. But in the beginning, to make it just blend, that would be so helpful. You know what I mean? It would be so helpful. I feel like you should not be at a school of the arts
And
Googling photographers. Or, you know what I mean? Or like Googling, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel kind of.
Googlers are like trying to put together a show and have to like beg other people who are supposedly artists. Like, I mean, all type of audio students every day. Oh, I'm a rapper, or I do slam poetry, or I'm a singer. But you don't see none of their work. You don't see none of their work. They don't do anything like. So and like we don't have like open mics every other week or something like that. Like you don't see none of that type of stuff in our school. So I feel like if our school really was for us as art students, put some art into the school. Like 4 walls is white. That's all we see all day long.
But I think like something with our school is we have a major, but we don't minor in different things.
Yeah, that would be helpful too.
And I feel like in the market, you have to be like, your major is something that you do like most of the time, but you also have to have skills in like other areas, and it'd be cool. I mean, I'm fashion design, but I like photography a lot, and then like other
Or
things,
like film and audio
illustration.
students.
Right.
Like,
So
Yeah.
and
they
then
have-
working with other
they'll try
people,
to
you
do a
learn
lot
how to
of it.
do things.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
And-
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, and because a while ago I was talking about to one of my pattern. I think I was talking to Miss Eisler about it, and I said like how things, garments and stuff like are made in China all over the world, whatever. They making all the bootleg crap, blah blah, because they have the patterns. They're the ones that's really making it, so they gonna spend theirs off. But I didn't understand this, and sometimes things are so simple, but they don't get done. You know, it's like, why? Just like to me, I don't understand like us that are in the fashion design industry. Like after we leave school and if we're doing kind of well for ourselves, this is the part that I don't understand for my major, fashion design. I don't understand that all of these designers that are renowned or whatever and we're in school for fashion design, how come they don't have it whereas if when we're interning, like all of these abandoned buildings in South Loop, like how come they don't make a place where they just set it up with sewing machines and we intern there? Like right. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? Something like
Nobody
that.
wants to work in a
But
sweatshop.
you know what I'm saying? Something like that. So say like if I'm doing well and
I get what you're saying,
You-
like to intern for a designer that would be awesome.
yeah, like but how come like designers or the school hasn't really found a way that say like when we are during our internship or after we graduate,
Only people
you would come to this place and you would, I would have a pattern made, and you as the students, that's where you put in your hours. So it would be like factory work, like you would just be sewing on a sleeve, like how they do in the industry. The next person would just be sewing the sides up. You know what I mean? Like, have it made here. We're students, we need that. It's like, I don't get that, but I guess.
On that note,
Sorry.
On that note, make a group class.
Miss Amy.
I know there was